Yeah.
Dude, hell no. Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
Zach.
We're back with the new show, The Acolyte, Season 1, Episode 1. Guys, if you're joining us for the first time, we're currently going through the Bad Batch. We just finished the Clone Wars. Then we're going to get into Rebels. But, you know, Zach and I were really into Star Wars when we were kids. We didn't talk for 15 years. And I'm getting him back into this world.
10 years.
Yeah, 10. I'm getting back into this world, you know. So I'm happy to be here. This is the High Republic. It takes place 100 years before Episode 1. That's really all I know. There are High Republic novels. There's actually 3 or 4 back on that shelf that have been sent to us. I haven't read. But it's an era that is kind of unexplored, so I'm kind of excited.
Fertile ground.
Yeah, so, you know, I've been hearing so much chatter about this show, like people love it, and then it's getting review bombed on Rotten Tomatoes. We just want to enjoy it for what it is, so as much as we can, we'll try to stay outside of what people are saying about the show on the outside, unless it completely merits it.
I noticed it's getting a lot of flack for other things, but I don't know that there's anything that merits it because I haven't seen it. So it's just really kind of just leave my entertainment separate from your hogwash.
Yeah, I feel the same way. So, guys, before we jump in, if you want to support us, check out our Patreon. We have full-length uncut reactions and up to 4 weeks early access for our non-live shows. Obviously, this doesn't count. Anyways, guys, let's jump in.
Master Endara.
Trinity. Cool.
Attack me with all your strength.
This is a goofy ass laugh.
I appreciate your courage, young warrior.
It's Kate
I
something,
have
right?
no quarrel.
Katie Moss or something?
Attack me.
Liz?
Kate Moss.
Yeah.
Jedi do not attack.
That's good.
Yeah, fight looks good.
Oh, some thrust. Sometimes it
Makes the blade stick.
The frost. Sometimes it makes the blade stick.
Very solid movement.
Yeah. You ever think like Voldemort? Why don't you just fucking shoot someone? Shoot Harry Potter with a sniper rifle. It's because he detests that stuff. That's dirty tricks. Ooh, that was smooth. If the world, the production, not gonna say it's Andor, but it's trying to do the right things. Yeah. Carrie Ann Moss.
Yeah.
She looks so good when she does these things.
She does. We're trained to like her.
Yeah. Look how best she is compared to her too.
You. What are you doing here? I'm here to kill you.
Well, you didn't do that good of a job, kid.
A Jedi doesn't pull her weapon unless prepared to kill.
That's not true. Really? Well, I guess it's right in the heart.
Yeah.
That was a dick move. I remember from the trailers, like, a Jedi has been killed. So it's like, must be like the big thing. Oh, really thought that was going to go in her hand. Add to her collection. Don't kill this bartender, Lord. It seemed personal, right?
Yeah.
Just tell by her expression she ain't fucking Darth Maul. So I'm just wondering what it is. She said you. A Jedi doesn't pull the weapon unless prepared to kill, so it's like she was told that by somebody. Flashback. Nah, she's the same age.
Sounds like we got a job. Yep. What I do with my days off is none of your business, Philip.
No rest for the wicked.
Brag about it.
Fucking Nemoidians.
Yeah.
What's
Shield generator repairs.
trade feds never use the shields?
Maybe. That's why they need it repaired.
Trade Federation, that what I said?
Trade feds.
Oh, wow.
The Mechnics are on it, Captain.
The grease grubbers are disposable.
Looks really good.
Yeah.
What you gave is fighting.
What's going on, Jose?
I don't know anything about what they're fucking doing.
I know, I'm just... I love seeing trade feds.
I think they look so good. The skin.
They do. I'm going to assume they're not practical, but they look so good. They almost look better.
I'll take it. So
Yeah.
maybe a combination of both.
Maybe, yeah. You're probably right. Yeah, High Republic.
Bat lady.
To what do we owe the pledge?
We are looking for a former Jedi by the name of Osha Anaseya.
Why would we have mechnics here? The Republic has legislated that only droids may perform outer ship repair.
I feel like they'd be strong-minded.
Bunk 23.
Now, thank God it wasn't a Toydarian.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah.
His name is Yorg.
But we forgot to look these names up after.
Master Trials.
I made Knight 2 years ago.
You just wanted to pay your old friend a visit.
What the hell's going on?
Look, I was trained to be a Jedi. When that didn't pan out, those skills aren't exactly transferable.
When did you join the Order?
My circumstances were unique, but the Jedi Council made their decision.
You lost your entire family.
Your sister?
I wonder if the sisters...
Attachments to those we have lost are the most difficult to let go.
Last night, a Jedi was murdered on Ueda. The suspect matched your description.
You think that I killed her?
Where were you last night?
On this freighter.
Master Indara advised the Jedi Council to discontinue your training when you were...
Leaving the Jedi was the hardest thing that I've ever done, but it was my decision. I think I'm capable of betraying the Order.
That's her!
They're going to pull in a Sokatano here, aren't they?
It doesn't matter what I think.
See, if I got a prison for killing somebody I didn't kill, why not? If I was in it for a long time, I'd come out and I'd kill everybody.
Yeah. Fucking bullshit. That much of your life taken away. You'll never get it back.
Yeah. Ooh. A little cleaner looking.
I was gonna say, it looks a little different.
The High Republic. It's like, you know, they're at their most kind of enlightened state here.
Close your eyes
It's a big ass rat.
and deceive you.
Hey!
It's our guy.
Ken Watanabe.
Is he going to have...
He's gonna be bald.
Not Ken Watanabe. That's him from Squid Games. He doesn't have pink hair.
Oh, yeah. They would rather have Ken Watanabe.
Well, one's Korean, one's Japanese.
Doesn't change the fact that I prefer one actor over another.
No, I know.
I actually forgot he was in this.
Yeah.
You and Master Indara were friends.
Yes. I was sad to hear she came to a violent death.
We have a suspect in custody. An old Padawan of yours, Osha Anaseya.
Indara and I saved her from a terrible fire on Brandok.
I remember.
She saw us as her protectors. There must be some mistake.
Oh, God, I don't want anything disturbing. Borgullet was enough.
It's a parasite used to subdue violent criminals.
Oh,
We're planning an escape. You win.
The ship's piloted by droids. We're gonna take them out and use the escape pods. You'd rather leave your fate to the Jedi.
yes. I have faith in the Jedi.
They're in droid prison.
It's fucking weird.
Well, he's got an implant like a Lobot.
I know,
Lobot?
but it, like, because of his jaw.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Can you give me a hand?
What a douche.
Yeah, I know. Killer! You can't use the Force?
She hasn't in a while, Shane. She needs to put that extra fucking up. Well, went from 3 inches to like 4 feet. But... Ew.
I don't know. You need to have this parasite thing on you. Yeah. Hell no! God damn it.
Bit her in the ass, didn't it? The crash landing.
That didn't look too bad.
Wasn't our idea.
It was the Jedi killer! She orchestrated the whole...
Quiet your mind and tell me what happened to the young woman.
She helped me, and I betrayed her and took the last escape pod.
It doesn't clear if we're in Dara's murder.
I request permission to go to Acolyte and bring Osha in myself.
It is highly...
I trained her. If she is guilty, it is my failure.
Looks like she's fucking paralyzed. You know what I mean? Oh no. Hope that...
Weirdo in the doorway.
It's obviously fake.
I should have brought Osha in myself. I apologize for my error.
We leave in 5 minutes.
It's you.
I'm too busy staring at him.
It's you as a Jedi.
Yeah, that's me. That's fucking you, motherfucker.
That's not what.
Put some deadlocks in there.
Would have been you.
Back when we were 20
kids.
years ago.
The defining years of your life, yeah.
I hope they weren't the only defining
In
years.
terms of your personality.
Like pleading to redeem myself.
No.
Sorry for my mistake, Zach.
Hello, Osha.
May?
So the bad one's May.
Is it really you? Yes.
The one that's voodoo shit.
Did you kill Indara? Yes. I will kill them all.
So they have a connection.
Mm-hmm.
As twins, it can make sense.
I took her as my Padawan.
She had a sister.
Yes, she had a twin.
I didn't know Osha was a twin.
Do you think that...
No. May is dead. Follow me.
Star Wars outfits, they're always something cool.
Oh, well, sometimes. For most of the main characters, they're typically there.
Some of Han and Luke's promotional stuff from like episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
They have very different haircuts than they do in the movies. Look pretty sweet.
Yeah. Both of their Bespin outfits look pretty good.
Yeah. They'll kind of, you know, ooh, shit.
In the name of the Republic and the Jedi Order! Osha!
I didn't kill my wife!
I don't care!
Osha!
Well, she didn't get whiplash. Her head actually hit the ground.
May is alive.
Oh, okay.
Remember? But she was so close.
Yeah.
I believe you.
Okay. This looks like, fuck, Luke was.
The Jedi live in a dream. If you attack a Jedi with a weapon, you will fail. An Acolyte kills without a weapon. An Acolyte kills the dream.
That guy's a shitty job.
I was hauling shit around.
On his knuckles.
He's like in Jabba's palace.
Yeah.
No. I'm over here. Come on.
That's what it was.
He disarmed him.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck.
They don't got better security measures than that.
Overconfident with these droids.
Well, it's kind of like in Harry Potter. Like, the kids do things that, like, there's no way that by now people wouldn't have, like, a security precaution for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Polyjuice Potion, that's like, that could do anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's kind of crazy they were able to walk into Gringotts.
Yeah.
You gonna kill other people? Come on.
Master Torben. We have unfinished business. Attack me.
Baby. You ain't kidding.
With all your strength.
What kind of unfinished business does she have if everyone thought she was dead? That's my question.
I know what the Jedi were doing on, was it Braddock and Randolph?
So Sith, they've always kind of represented as like hyper athletic compared to Jedi, like Maul. Shit. Yeah, this guy doesn't want to be on this outpost.
No.
So she has a list, and he's on it. She's just not just killing Jedi.
It's like Kill Bill. Which is what that quote was from.
Yeah.
You could try repolarizing the power couplings.
Thanks. You must be a pilot then.
No, I'm a mechanic.
I'm a
I
mechanic.
don't find you are too towards the diet, but
Way more flexible.
Way more flexible, huh?
Yeah.
sorry, Pip.
Pip is also very flexible.
I must protest over not restraining the prisoner. She has escaped once before.
You still think she killed Indara?
Even if her sister was alive, May would not have the training to defeat a Jedi Master.
Osha hasn't trained in 6 years.
They could be working together.
Don't let fear affect your judgment.
I would love to say that as a backhanded, don't let fear affect your judgment, buddy. Shit.
Sister.
Yeah. He's got a great voice when he speaks in American accent, in English.
Yeah.
An American accent.
I'm inclined to agree. There's been another incident.
Where?
Olega. She could hardly be in your custody and committing another crime at the same time.
Gotta feel vindicated.
Would you like me to investigate or bring Osha back to Coruscant?
Go investigate. Take Osha with you. She could be an asset.
Set a course for Olega.
We're not escorting the prisoner back to...
Osha is coming with us.
Osha is not.
The Jedi agree with me.
Like his look.
Yeah.
Setting course for Olega.
He's kind of like how Obi-Wan was in Episode 1. Always agreeing with Qui-Gon. I like Soul. Soul's cool.
Soul. He got soul.
He does. Well, he's kind of like a little more laid back. He's kind of like how Qui-Gon was.
He's older, more experienced.
Yeah.
Converse fucked up.
Oh. Hey. Hey. He's been smoking too many destics.
Where have you been?
Out there risking my life. What are you wearing?
Oh, I took it off the guy who owns this place. Yeah, I'm blending in.
You can blend in without sampling the merchandise.
Well, I had to do something while I waited. Find his weakness.
He doesn't have one.
Everyone has a weakness.
He's impenetrable. I need a weapon. I need you to make me a poison.
Oh, God.
Bunta? Really? And if you think a sleeping monk is tough, good luck defeating a Wookiee.
I have 2 Jedi.
And I will kill one of them without a weapon and please the master.
So who's this guy to be in on the scoop?
The Jedi justify their galactic dominance in the name of peace. And peace
Is a lie, I know.
That's part of the Sith code, so.
What he really needs.
That's why he's a mixologist.
Absolution.
It wouldn't bode well for either of us if you told him about this.
Of course.
I couldn't imagine. I need to see it, so I don't want to judge it. Like, with my scope of Star Wars, I couldn't imagine a guy like him would be anything but a tool to someone who proclaims to at least be a Sith.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I don't think he's like one of, he's got all these guys and they're all little mini Siths,
What is that?
I got this in CorpSec. It was a crazy night with some of my crew, and you hate it.
It doesn't matter what I like.
What I like.
She must have survived somehow.
I wanted to save you both, and I have made peace with what happened on Brandok.
I know you have. And I wasn't a very good student.
Perhaps I wasn't a very good teacher.
Coming up on Olega.
But I am still a Jedi. I don't. Yeah. So. Sorry, it sucks.
Before the gatekeeper droids failed, they caught this little scoundrel.
His ass ain't gonna be no Jedi.
There he is. He's with the Padawan braid.
He's a paddle. Well, that's a little weird.
Yeah.
You thought this life would give you the peace you seek. But your past still haunts you.
Did you activate the security droid? Hmm?
Confess your crime to the Jedi Council, or receive the forgiveness you seek. Right here, right now.
What crime? Why didn't his ass wake up either earlier when she broke in?
I've been waiting for you.
Separate from the herd, they're gonna think you're in cahoots. This motherfucker.
Yeah, that guy annoys the hell out of me.
I don't like him.
We thought we were doing the right thing.
What did the Jedi do? Oh god, now she's holding it, dude.
Hey!
Step away from the body.
I know what this looks like, but I can explain. He was poisoned.
How do you know?
She didn't do it. My sights were on her the entire time.
Damn!
I followed her when she broke off. This master was dead when we arrived.
Thank you, Yard.
That's a Padawan though, you should know not to fucking pick that shit up.
He took this poison willingly.
Why would Master Torben kill himself?
This is Bunta.
Not the Bunta Eve, I'll tell you that.
Is this the only apothecary in town?
It is. That's not our regular guy. I don't know who that guy is.
What kind of Padawan is this guy?
I don't know. He seems a little
nonchalant.
He seems a little older.
We can record and monitor the conversation. That way, we have a lead on May, plus we also get a confession from him. Seems like the most logical way.
Is that confession legal? That's my question. I love Soul.
But he's a bad guy.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
That's what I'm wondering. I was just thinking, okay, something's gonna happen. Like whatever it was, the guy who said we thought we were doing the right thing, Soul's gonna be on top of that pyramid.
Yeah, he's gonna know.
I just don't want to make like, see, the Jedi was a bad power structure, just like all power structures.
No, I know.
I understand the Jedi weren't perfect. That's
Yeah, but
and Filoni.
neither is anything.
Neither is anything.
But it's like saying capitalism versus communism.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi. Hey, are you okay? Did the poison work?
You dumbass.
Let's pull her out.
Wait!
You're acting so strange. He will be so pleased.
They look like Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
I just wanted to thank you.
He's gonna run.
You look exactly like her.
Guy's creepy.
Yeah, he is.
Like an Asian Ezra Miller.
Where's May?
Hold on.
It's not as good as this one.
That's the one I hate the most.
If you cooperate, we will consider letting you go with the war.
He's an accessory to murder.
Okay, thank you.
What is your relationship to May?
I'm just her supplier. Yeah, I started out gun running for the Huts.
Who is he?
I thought he was with you.
No, that's actually fucking funny.
Listen, I have no idea what's going on with that girl. If you want to get to her, she'll be back here tonight.
What do you think of that guy?
I think we just fucking bullshitting and leading him on. I have a hard time believing he's just already rolled over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He does seem incompetent. He's like just some guy, drugged up dude. That's what it's. But because of the conversation, he seems too connected to May and the guy on top. They'd have to trust him, or May just trust him. I don't know.
I have a bad feeling about this.
This guy's lying.
Oh yeah.
Yord, stick to the plan. Do not interfere.
Yeah, Yord. Became a Jedi a little too late in life, didn't you? The average Jedi. Obi-Wan Kenobi was older, and he turned into one. I think he was 26.
We both knew this is where this trip was headed.
I didn't know you were still so angry.
She destroyed my life.
This is grief. Let it go.
You are not my master. I deserve justice.
You want revenge. Look what revenge has done to your sister. I couldn't save her when you were children. Let me try now.
I do like that.
She wants to kill 4 Jedi, stationed on Brendok 16 years ago. Indara, Torben, Kelnaka, and you.
Good old Kelnaka.
Have faith in me.
No, I think he's bad.
Yeah.
And have faith in me.
No, I don't. I don't know. Because I don't think he would direct the conversation back at him.
You know, depends on his view, his
Man,
philosophy.
You killed Indara.
I mean, the fighting is great. Feels like good old-fashioned kung fu.
I agree.
You attack me without a weapon. Why?
Probably not confident that she can take out the Wookiee without one.
You have misunderstood the Jedi arts. The Master has failed you.
That's some deep-cutting Jedi smack talk right there.
I like how they chose to represent her moves because they're very solid.
Yeah. And I imagine she's playing both. I don't think they're twins in real life. Oh. At what point do other Jedi go down? Is that chainmail?
Looks like it.
Alright, cut it out.
I see your master has taken great pains to hide his identity. You couldn't tell me who he is even if you wanted to.
Get out of my head, Jedi.
Your thoughts still go to your sister.
My sister is dead! You lie!
Ha!
He speaks the truth.
Look at this jawline.
Lay your weapons down and surrender.
How do you get out of this? Dust cloud?
Yep.
Ah! I do love to see the Jedi in these type of detained, like, you know, because the majority of the things they ever did was probably this, you know? We always see, like, them fighting for democracy, you know? How the hell are you gonna get out of there? You're telling me that ship ain't gonna see where she goes?
Or scan it. They scan planets with fucking light forms. They scan the area.
Yeah.
So they can't pinpoint anything. I don't know. Yeah, but they have probably the best technology in that ship.
Oshi?
Don't do that. And don't miss. Come on. We were just talking about this during the Bad Batch, how much of an advantage it is to use that thing just because it gets bigger.
Yeah, and he still missed.
It's like I shoot your ass and it goes over there. And...
We need to strategize.
But we know where she's going next. We must
We
move.
don't make decisions like this without meaningful discussion, Soul. We will see you soon.
Couldn't you be talking before it came to this? Like, what were you doing the whole time shit like this was going down?
I don't know. I
Sitting
mean,
on
if
your
you're in the
fucking
middle of a
thumb up
chase,
your ass?
yeah, if you're in the middle of a fucking chase, like,
You got some skills?
Yeah.
Sold me out to the Jedi. They're right up there. They're everywhere. I should kill you for betraying me like this.
I can make it up to you. I can get us out of this city. Kofar.
What the hell's Kofar?
A relaxing forest retreat in the Outer Rim where the Wookiee Jedi lives.
he lives there.
You found
Fucking moon pie.
I want that guy to do something significant.
Fucking moon pie?
Yeah. So see, my question, just because I understand a little bit about how the Jedi work, like, is he just stationed here? Is he retired here?
Retired, man, living the good life.
Yeah, you just get to come out in the woods. You're gonna come out here and whoop Koneka's ass in his own turf. It's good to see Wookiees. Oh. So the guy who was playing the new, like, tall Wookiee guy, he played Chewbacca in all the new movies. Oh, it's over. He's playing in this as well. First impression, I got many things to say, but overall, I like it.
Yeah, I don't have any complaints, really.
Yeah, I like it quite a bit. I have questions just because I'm a lore head. So, like, I love this. I actually love it for what it is. But, like, I'm thinking, like, why is this Wookiee out here at his own outpost? Is that, how often does that happen? Second of all, the way they're painting the Jedi as, with obviously hubris. Mm-hmm. George's ideas about the Jedi, they were at their height and kind of in power during the prequel trilogy, and they were kind of at their lowest in terms of, or they're also at the height of their arrogance then.
Yeah.
I guess I would like to see these Jedi a little
more humble, a little more in tune with what it meant.
A little more in tune. Yeah, a little more in tune. And, and there are exceptions, like Yoda. I think he's in charge, so he's the one who failed ultimately. Mm. But I don't think he was a fool. But I think the bureaucracy and how they were tied to government so much, and Palpatine was so great that it was going to happen.
Yeah.
But, sometimes I reach for maybe things that aren't there. Like, I'm wondering if this is some kind of anti-anything that's an establishment or anti-anything that's a big group of power.
Well, see, I was just talking to somebody at work about that today.
Yeah.
About,
and maybe it's not.
The Blade Runner and Alien films.
Yeah.
And how...
You're talking to me about that stuff, and you hoard out our conversation to someone else.
Actually, I'm not the one that brought it up.
Oh, okay.
But it was my buddy at work. In his mind, a lot of like modern day representations in film and entertainment of these corporations, like they become like it just becomes a statement. Like all of a sudden, this corporation, he was arguing that material is rehashed so many times that you don't really need it. Mm-hmm. Like all the corporations again. Yeah, we know they're bad. We know that because we're talking about like Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Ridley Scott's works.
Yeah.
You look at Alien and Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Which in Alien, it was, I think, a little more in the forefront, especially in the second one, versus...
I've only seen the first one, but obviously the man, like the company, they were...
Yeah, the company, they were shitty. The idea was that you're blue-collar people working in space, and the man treats you like shit.
Yeah.
The wages suck, and now you're going to be killed by this alien.
Yeah.
So the whole situation just blows. But
yeah.
In Blade Runner, you had the Tyrell Corporation, and corporations were present there almost as a character or a presence, but they weren't. It wasn't like a movie that was made to say these are fucking corporations, man.
Yeah,
it wasn't like that.
Yeah, and that might not be what this is. So I might be just.
Well, what I'm saying though that now that's become more prominent.
Yeah,
it's like, well, the corporations, man, that they're bad, man. Like look at the bad guys. Like they're just as bad as the fucking evil Sith Lord that fucking orchestrated, genocides and an entire war that ripped the entire galaxy apart.
Yeah.
For the sake of putting himself in power, but these corporations, man, they're just as bad.
The Jedi, they're a power structure, and they're just as bad because they're a power structure.
Like, no, so you have the ultimate evil, but it's like he's almost like he's off limits. It's like talking about Satan.
Yeah.
Or Sauron.
Yeah.
Or some great evil, Cthulhu.
Yeah.
But you're not even going to go there because there's nothing to argue about.
So you got to argue about...
So you got to argue about the other thing.
About all these, like, the elves and the dwarves.
Yeah.
It's like, they're the bad ones.
Yeah. The elves are a bunch of pricks.
They can't get along. The dwarves are... Yeah.
They're just mining, like, keeping all that gold for themselves under the mountains.
Yeah.
And the elves
they're a bad
keeping all that knowledge to themselves.
Yeah. And here we got the humans. They can't benefit from the dwarves finding all this gold. They can't evenly disperse it.
Yeah.
In a socialized manner. But no, yeah, so that... I might just be talking, No,
it's definitely a representation of... Because May is not being presented in a way where she's, okay, strictly, you're the bad guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I know people want nuance, and I don't look at her and go, this chick is going to be one of the two that pass on the next rule of 2.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it'll be a hell of a thing if this show ended and her sister joined her and they became the fucking 2.
The 2, yeah.
I'd be blown away.
It'd be a nice turn.
It'd be a good turn. But we're calling it out just in case. If I'm wrong, I'm going to re-edit this video and re-release it years later.
It never happened.
Like it never happened.
Wipe the memory.
Now I won't because we'll lose the views.
Yeah.
But
even if you're wrong, you wear the suit.
Yeah. I didn't make a bet. I didn't shake a hand, Zach.
You're the one that's making fucking promises about your failure.
I didn't promise. We watched both episodes. We didn't talk about the first one. We went right into the second one.
Yes.
Both went together real well. First episode, anything stand out to you in particular?
Well, I enjoyed seeing Carrie Ann Moss. It was disappointing that she was out in the first 10 minutes of the episode.
So,
because the Nemoidians looked good. Like the Pip Droid, the idea of the Pip Droid being this thing that's not actually, it's not mobile.
Yeah, it's like this little walkie-talkie that has like a...
Well, it's a multi-tool.
Yeah.
He's a multi-tool, but he's a droid.
Yeah.
So it's, quote unquote sentient.
Yeah.
Well,
Since Star Wars droid sentient, yeah. That was cool, and that was also a new thing as far as I'm concerned. I don't think I've seen like a little walkie-talkie pip droid before. And also back to the Nemoidians. It's just great to see the Trade Federation, and they're kind of these pricks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, they're disposable.
And because
cargo is not.
Because, and I love the way they look. I'm not complaining. It's interesting because they weren't puppets. The other one, they weren't puppets before, but there was puppetry used for their heads.
Mm-hmm.
Their heads were smaller because they didn't have the animatronics in it.
Yeah.
So they actually looked a little better.
Yeah.
But I love the ones in the prequel trilogy. They're great. You know what I mean?
Well, it was good to see them.
Yeah,
I thought they looked good.
Yeah.
Or
maybe the puppetry's better and they were puppets. I don't know. But they look great.
Yeah, I don't know.
Refuse to believe puppetry's better after Jim Henson.
Mm-hmm. The comments, we got, of course, Yord and Andara, who's
Well, I know you like.
Carrie-Anne Moss.
Yeah, I know you like this question quite a bit. Do you have a favorite character so far?
It's probably Saul.
For me, it's Saul or Osha. Right, Osha's the main one.
Yeah, Osha seems all right. Right now it's that coming of age thing, and that's never attracted me ever in any story.
And that's fair. That's fair.
That's not my idea of something that.
Well, separated from the coming of age feeling, I like her. Like she's spunky, she's smart, she's humble, she's not.
I have to keep tearing it down. Like, okay, coming of age story, attractive woman. Character.
Well, let me say this. I think sometimes a lot of things I love do this. Like nowadays, because there's like a big ideological war in our country. I think when you have, like George Lucas just said this the other day, you can't just put pants on a woman and say, okay, she's the badass now. You got to do more with her. Mm-hmm. Like, even though, like, yes, she's a mechanic or something like that, mm-hmm. She has these traditionally feminine kind of sweet qualities to her. Mm-hmm. And she's very endearing.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes when you have, and I love Leia for who she was. I think there's this.
Well, Leia was still feminine. Leia was just very brash.
Yeah, she was brash, but I think there's a.
But she was brash in a way that was.
Yeah, but I think there's this.
Apart from being attractive.
Yeah.
It's like there's something.
Spunky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a very spunky woman, but she wasn't spunky in the way that was meant to be presented as masculine.
Yeah, yeah. So I think there's this compulsion to do the opposite now. Mm-hmm. To give her these kind of like she is a warrior because she's masculine, or she's what I mean. So, and I don't get that from her. I like the character a lot, and I'm not saying I don't like characters like that. But I'm saying it is overused now, and sometimes it's irritating. And I liked this character.
Well, we can't all be Hayokes, man. Where we're all presenting ourselves as something opposite to the norms of society, just to fucking teach lessons.
Yeah.
Okay, you got to. They're not even doing that. They're not even trying to teach them.
They're not the guy from Arrested Development, the dad.
Have you seen Longmire?
I have not. Also, production design, A+ for me.
Yeah, I like it. I feel as though they're getting it right with the set designs. I mean, my favorite by far, hands down, is still at this point Andor.
Okay, Andor or Rogue One?
Andor.
Okay.
I like Rogue One a lot, but I think there's things in it that I didn't need.
Okay.
Like the guys that were the Guardians of the Wills or whatever.
Okay.
I didn't like that crap. I didn't need them there.
Okay.
Like, I was okay with it just being the military shit. And then I got this guy who's not really a Jedi, but he's doing Jedi shit. And
they're not too fake. Well,
I know. And I'm not saying they did a bad job acting or anything like that. I just say I didn't. That took me out of the movie a little bit.
I love
I love seeing Saw Gerrera.
I love their ideological fight. Like two friends who are like Bill the Butcher and Priest Valen. Like they both.
Yeah, but they were in agreement to enough where they could fight with each other.
Yeah.
And not against killing.
If there was a threat to New York, Bill the Butcher and Priest Valen would team up.
Well, they didn't. They fucking killed each other over their goddamn faith. You know what I mean? They're fighting down the fucking trenches.
Another
not
question.
worried about the fields.
Yeah. Another question I have, based off of some lore. So Obi-Wan Kenobi, he was around 25, 26 in The Phantom Menace, and from what I understand, he was considered a late bloomer. Mm-hmm. Now, the man that you said reminded you of the boy from Game of Thrones who cooked the pie from Arya's friend.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure they called him pie or something. They called him something. It was some kind of food.
He had a Padawan braid. It looked like a Padawan braid to me. I know that human Padawans do choose to get a braid.
Humanoid.
Yeah.
Right? The chick, the girl, with the colors, no, and this.
Okay. Yeah.
With the horns on the side of her head.
Yeah. Does she have one?
Yeah, she has.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't notice it at first, and I was looking for it, but it's there.
I thought Ahsoka, she has these headdresses. For some reason, I thought she had something like that was similar.
Well, I thought she wore that little thing.
Yeah, when she was a Padawan. I could be wrong. Yeah, I think you're right. That guy looked like he was 30 years old.
He did.
And he kind of, and I'm just saying this. I'm not trying to shit on the actor or whatever. Like, I'm fat.
I just thought it was a bad choice for a fucking Padawan.
Yeah, if he's a Padawan and those guys are, and I understand with Star Wars.
They could explain it away. It's like, well, he's from a species of human that are just genetically fat.
Yeah, so
I think it's like, I don't know.
I just think a Jedi, I do know from reading tons of stuff in Star Wars books that there are all kinds of different Padawans that have all kinds of different strengths and weaknesses. Mm-hmm. But most of the time, they're going to be in pinnacle shape. Yeah. They're all, like, the way Yord looks, like this Adonis of a man, most of the time, they're probably going to look like that. I don't think there's a Jedi weight room, because I don't think the Jedi would concern themselves with trying to aesthetically look good. They want to train to be proficient in their field.
Yeah.
And the young ones, they are...
A lot of calisthenics.
Yeah, the young ones are competing with each other. They want to be Jedi, and Anakin had to compete with... There's a rival student during the... there's these young adult novels. They're so good, by Jude Watson. And Anakin frequently competed with... His name is Fenris or something like that. But he also... he survives Order 66, or he leaves the Order. And this is another thing, and this has kind of been written off in Legends now. I guess it's just not a thing anymore. But there's a thing called, I think, the Lost 20. And Dooku was the 20th one Jedi who voluntarily left the Order. Mm-hmm. Okay, before that, there were only 19 until Dooku.
Yeah.
And then there was, it came up in the book called Rise of Lord Vader. Mm-hmm. And there was some situation where Vader was trying to kill someone, and he said, "I'm the 21st." And then he kills this rogue Jedi that survived Order 66. It was really cool. And when you're walking, when in the prequel movies, all those statues that are like lined up in the temple, those are all statues of the people.
Yeah, I remember that, actually. I remember the detail.
And I'm pretty sure it's in the Revenge of the Sith visual guide.
Yeah, I read it somewhere. Maybe it was about Dooku concerning his character, maybe his profile.
Yeah.
I think I caught that in there.
Yeah, so...
I know I've heard about it somewhere.
So, Yord... Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a gray area here. Not Yord, I'm sorry. Osha, there's a gray area because they said so-and-so, Master Endara, is the one that recommended that she basically gets fired.
Yeah.
But then Osha said, no, I chose to walk away. Yeah. It sounds like to me she got fired. And then she's just owning it. Saying, no, I quit.
Yeah.
But I like that old canon. I don't think there should be a ton of Jedi leaving left and right.
Well, Ahsoka left.
Ahsoka left. So,
does it count when they're not
she would be the
Jedi Knights, though?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
That's
not.
what I'm thinking.
Yeah, so you're right. You just answered my question. If she wasn't a Jedi Knight, then it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, fuck. Okay.
No.
All right. But I liked everything about it except my really lore gripes I'm wondering about.
Yeah, I mean, everything's pretty... It's not breakneck paced, so that's nice. It is kind of snappy in terms of, okay, she's here. And it's following that general, like the main line of linear course of the plot very well.
Yeah.
So they're just taking you through. It's a revenge story. It's like, Star Wars' Kill Bill. It's just not as good. So, the dude that's the gun runner for the Hutts that's helping May.
Yeah, so my question is, who is he? Why does May... Is May just young and naive and just... She's in this city, so she just become friends with this little gun runner? I don't think she would tell him her and her master's plans.
Well, right now, I'm having a hard time believing that these people are... I mean, they're murdering people, I know, but at the same time, there's...
I have a theory. I gotta say, because of ADHD, and I forget.
Right.
What if he was like the guy with the red lightsaber, and he's fucking down here like fucking...
Pretending to be...
Like Braun and fucking Rings of Power. He's pretending to be this druggy guy.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be crazy?
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that... What I'm saying right now is that I just don't have the feeling, with Sidious, you had the feeling, okay, this motherfucker's evil.
Yeah.
And you didn't have to see all the evil scenes to know he's evil. Just when you're around him and seeing him perform.
No, I agree.
And the atmosphere they give that character.
Yeah.
It's you could tell they're evil. They're meant to be evil.
Dooku,
not as much.
Yeah.
And really hardly at all.
So using that example of Dooku, like the rule of two is this unbroken line from Bane to Palpatine and Vader. Like she doesn't look like she's rule of two material.
That's what I'm saying. They're not even giving these characters the feeling that, okay, these motherfuckers are bad news.
Yeah.
I'm not getting that from these people. They're making her sympathetic.
Yep.
And they're making him sympathetic in the way that's, okay, he's the goofball.
Yeah.
Like, he's drunk and laid up while she's out working.
Yeah.
And
I don't think she should be associated with, like, the actual Sith.
That's what I'm saying. Right now, I'm not getting the feeling that these people are in any way associated with the Sith. Like, these evil
the
motherfuckers.
Ultimate evil. Yeah.
These ultimate evil motherfuckers that are hanging out somewhere, studying God knows what.
Yeah, so...
And...
I mean, the Bane trilogy by Drew Crispession, he wrote the Mass Effect trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking incredible books. Yeah, they were an evil line. They weren't like... I mean, one of the better, quote-unquote, better ones was Plagueis. He wasn't like a butcher.
Yeah.
And he used to tell Palpatine that, we're not butchers. You know what I mean? We're architects. We're architects of the galaxy, which I always thought was a cool line.
Mm.
I mean, they obviously did a lot of terrible things, though. But he didn't relish in it. He wasn't like twisting his mustache.
Well, let's just say Dooku, for example.
Yeah.
He started out with that kind of altruistic outlook, like we're going to do a greater good.
Yeah.
By what we're performing, these acts we're performing. But then he kind of just kept, performing action after action after action that just kept bringing him lower.
Yes.
But it never really took him to the point where... I mean, I guess when he gave orders.
When he killed Yaddle, it was like that was a big thing.
Yeah, like when he gave orders to, commit atrocities, that makes you, you're accountable.
You're accountable.
But
sure.
Accomplished to the fact.
You're top of that machine of evil.
Like Hitler.
Yeah.
Hitler. He might have killed some people in World War I, but because he was a soldier.
Yeah.
But in World War II. I don't know that he really killed anybody.
Yeah, he was just the guy
with his hands.
High on what the fuck? What drug was he taking? Speed or something?
Yeah, he's just like fucking amphetamines.
Yeah,
out there, like just fucking ordering these other Germans around in his name and by his word.
Yeah,
and his decree.
Yeah,
so there are
a lot
of people die.
I get what you're saying. So back on that, the glimpse that we get of the guy with the red lightsaber, his lightsaber taken out, complaint aside. What's your feel from him? I actually like the sound of his voice.
I like the sound of his voice, but the scene was kind of CW-ish, where it's like a young adult scene.
Yeah.
I get that feeling from a lot of things anymore. Maybe it's because I'm getting older.
Yeah.
And I see that things are made for the younger people.
Yeah.
So they're made, but it's just weird to see that this is what attracts people to it.
Yeah, so...
Well, maybe I'm getting jaded, too, because I've watched so much shit.
Maybe.
Now that I'm seeing it, it's like, man, you're doing exactly what these people do.
Yeah.
With the scenes, the
cinematography.
That
that's possible. Cinematography-wise, I did feel like it was a little fan-filmish. Because I've seen, like, fan films that take places in, like, rocks. And, and I always like seeing new aliens. It's funny, because there's always a huge complaint from, like, old heads that we need more OT aliens.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, like, Star Wars is a big universe. I don't need to see... Hutts all the time. I don't need to see...
Well, the Hutts know, but they're probably talking
I don't need to see the butt-faced people all the time.
Yeah.
I don't need to see calamari. I mean, they'd be on Mon Cal, but I don't need to see them all the time. I like seeing new aliens. This had a bunch of unique aliens. It was weird that one that grabbed...
the tentacle thing, obviously.
It was actually doing like an alien-y thing, which is something we'd never seen in Star Wars. Because George Roy didn't concern himself with like creating these really intense... he never did alien horror.
No.
And everything was kind of humanoid. Like this is a reflection of our universe and our values and people, fathers and sons in their world versus fathers and sons in our world. Mm-hmm. And they're supposed to be alike us. So like and I'm not complaining about it, but it was really like it was out of nowhere when that one alien grabbed the tentacle shot out.
Well, I think it's because
it kind of surprised me.
The aliens that he was involved in creating and manifesting, they're a lot more cartoonish. Kind of 60s, 70s.
Yeah, they borrowed stuff from the Doctor Who set.
Like cartoon, on the back of a cereal box.
Yeah.
Kind of aliens.
Yeah.
Versus, aliens.
And another thing that I hate, up there with Borgullet, probably, I don't know if it surpasses Borgullet, but it's up there. The parasite to subdue you.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that thing fucking on you?
Yeah, it's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the face huggers.
Yeah, we just watched the Alien.
It's fucking worse because they start getting in there, sticking their tube down your throat and fucking their throat fucking you and putting an egg down in your belly.
Yeah, awful. I know the Jedi Temple had a prison underneath it because in Shatterpoint, it's not canon anymore, but Mace Windu's apprentice, Depa Billaba, who died in the first episode of The Bad Batch, Kanan's master, which would be Mace Windu's grandson, funny enough. There was like a prison that she was kept. But she said, I'm going out of the detention area. So it's just kind of weird. I know some people originally didn't like that because, like, the Jedi are monks, like they're keepers of the peace, like they're not going to have their own prison, like they give them over to the Republic. But it makes sense that if they caught violent criminals, they would have a detaining area. So I wonder what kind of rivals the Jedi Order has, like their enemies, political enemies that, like, do they not want taxes to go there?
Well, they've mentioned it a couple of times now that when May was talking to Gunrunner friend, and they were talking about how peace is a lie.
That's a Sith code thing.
Yeah, and that the Jedi Order maintains its power.
Yeah, they rationalize their power because they say they're keepers of the peace.
And so
I imagine a Sith would think
I'm saying, though, that you have a power structure.
Yeah.
And probably a lot of political opponents, maybe in the Republic, are saying, hey, you guys have too much influence and power.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be scaled back and we tell you what to do, or something along those lines.
Yeah. I imagine most of the time, I feel like a Jedi being a power structure the way it's supposed to be, just like, the way the Republic's supposed to be, is normally a good thing. Because if they're supposed to be selfless keepers of the peace, that's good. Mm-hmm. Some of these corporations that are selling weapons, like in Canto Bight in Episode 8, they're selling weapons to the
Separatists the New Republic and the Imperialists.
The Imperial remnants. Yeah, that's a corporation I don't think should. Yeah, I hope they fail.
Yeah.
Anyways, we talked a lot. I really liked it for what it is. I obviously we got to finish it. I got some questions, little minor gripes that I can write off, honestly.
Yeah, as of right now, I'm liking it.
Yeah.
It can go either way, I guess. But either way, I mean, I've heard a lot of flack about this show to begin with, but based on the first 2 episodes, I'm not seeing it yet.
Yeah, I agree, and I hope it stays this good. Anyways, guys, we don't got early access for this, so we'll see you next week.